How long can a cake be kept at room temperature before it goes bad?
Hey there, cake enthusiasts! Welcome back to another delightful video. Today, we're going to explore a question that's often asked in the world of baking. How long can a cake be kept at room temperature before it goes bad? Whether you're a professional baker or simply enjoy whipping up delicious treats in your kitchen, understanding the shelf life of a cake is essential to ensure its freshness and taste. So, let's dive right in.
Factors affecting cake shelf life.
Before we discuss the specific duration, let's take a moment to consider the various factors that influence how long a cake can be kept at room temperature. These factors include 1. Ingredients. The ingredients used in the cake can impact its shelf life. For instance, cakes that contain perishable ingredients like fresh fruits, dairy products, or cream-based fillings may have a shorter shelf life compared to cakes made with shelf-stable ingredients. 2. Moisture content. The moisture content of a cake affects its susceptibility to spoilage. Cakes with high moisture content, such as those with cream fillings or frosted cakes, tend to have a shorter shelf life than drier cakes. 3. Preservation methods. The way a cake is stored and preserved can significantly extend or shorten its shelf life. Proper storage techniques, such as covering the cake to prevent drying out or using airtight containers, can help maintain its freshness.
Shelf life guidelines.
Now that we've discussed the factors at play, let's delve into some general guidelines for how long a cake can be kept at room temperature. Remember that these are approximate durations and can vary based on the specific cake recipe and environmental conditions. 1. Unfrosted cakes. Unfrosted cakes, such as plain sponge cakes or pound cakes, can typically be kept at room temperature for 2 to 3 days. It's important to store them in a cool and dry place, away from direct sunlight or heat sources. 2. Frosted cakes. Cakes with frosting, whether buttercream, cream cheese, or ganache, have a slightly shorter shelf life due to the perishability of the frosting. In general, frosted cakes can be stored at room temperature for 1 to 2 days. However, if the cake contains perishable fillings like fresh fruits or dairy-based fillings, it's best to refrigerate them to ensure food safety. 3. Refrigeration. To extend the shelf life of a cake, refrigeration can be an effective method. By placing the cake in an airtight container or covering it with plastic wrap, you can keep it fresh for an additional 3 to 5 days in the refrigerator. However, keep in mind that refrigeration can alter the texture and taste of certain cakes, so it's recommended to bring them back to room temperature before serving. 4. Freezing. If you wish to prolong the shelf life even further, freezing is a fantastic option. Cakes can be frozen, either whole or in slices, for several months. When properly stored in airtight containers or wrapped in plastic wrap and aluminum foil, cakes can last up to 3 months in the freezer. Just make sure to thaw them in the refrigerator overnight or at room temperature before serving. And there you have it, cake enthusiasts. We've explored the shelf life of cakes when kept at room temperature. Remember to consider the ingredients, moisture content, and storage methods when determining how long a cake can stay fresh. Unfrosted cakes typically last 2 to 3 days.